Hey there, amazing friends. I warmly invite you to join me on this exciting journey by subscribing to my channel, liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. Every like, comment, and share brings us closer together and fuels my passion to create more great content. Your support truly makes all the difference. Thank you for being the heart of this community. Alien invasion scenarios. The huge secret hidden by clandestine state projects. They said the truth was out there, but nobody ever mentioned how deep underground it might be buried. In a world where countless conspiracies spark and flicker, few can rival the persistent rumor that Earth has long been subject to alien observation and that somewhere in clandestine state vaults lurks undisputed proof of their intentions. Stories of ominous orbs in the sky, crashed saucers whisked away by men in suits, and secret base rumors have circulated for decades. Yet the greatest puzzle remains whether governments have orchestrated an elaborate cover-up of a far more perilous truth, that an alien invasion scenario might already be in motion, quietly unfolding behind locked doors and unnamed projects. It begins, typically, with eyewitness tales. They come from remote farmland or lonely highways, people glimpsing craft overhead that defy aeronautical norms. Official statements dismiss these as weather balloons or experimental planes, fueling speculation rather than calming it. Over the years, entire subcultures formed around these sightings, spurred by hush-hush reports that certain debris recovered from crash sites possessed properties no earthly metal should have. And so the legend of government alliances with extraterrestrials or advanced technology made its way into basement chat groups and midnight talk radio, forging an underworld of alien conspiracies. For decades, the most frequent chatter singled out Roswell, a dusty corner of the southwestern desert, where rumor has it a UFO crashed in 1947. The official explanation pivoted from a flying disc announcement to mere weather balloon, apparently to quell public excitement. Soon after, rumors of secret retrieval teams soared. Mysterious wreckage loaded onto unmarked trucks, a hush spreading among local ranchers. Over time, deeper conspiracy fables sprouted, that alien bodies were found, that autopsies were performed in hidden labs, that the event catalyzed hush-hush state projects dedicated to reverse engineering alien tech. At the heart of these swirling stories sits a question. If such technology indeed fell into human hands, might we have gleaned enough insight to detect a potential invasion plan? Those who believe so point to what they call accelerated leaps in electronics post-mid-century. Microchips, fiber optics, were these derived from dissected UFO components stashed in obscure military labs? Did clandestine committees form to prepare us for an alien arrival? For many, the very notion that global powers might keep evidence of extraterrestrial presence hidden testifies to a scenario so monumental that governments dare not let it see daylight. Dig deeper, though, and the narrative expands in scope. Some speak of Majestic 12, a rumored group of insiders allegedly authorized by a late 1940s US president to handle extraterrestrial affairs. Others reference the fabled Area 51, where advanced craft, some say partially alien in origin, are tested under the desert sun. Meanwhile, ex-military men have come forward, claiming that the real objective wasn't simply to hide a crashed saucer. It was to prepare for the day when those who built it might come looking. According to them, entire wings of secret black-budget programs revolve around scenario planning for invasion, from specialized infiltration units to hidden orbital weaponry. Critics dismiss these allegations as far-fetched allusions, the stuff of sci-fi fans indulging in fantasies. Yet the classified budgets for certain defense agencies remain enormous, with line items never explained in open hearings. High-level contractors sign binding non-disclosure agreements, never free to speak about the exact nature of their projects. Occasionally, a whistleblower emerges, describing artifacts in secret hangars, metallic hull fragments with advanced composition, or partial craft reverse engineered to glean propulsion secrets. Then official spokespeople deny everything, while underground websites explode with speculation. If they have the hardware, might they also have proof of the invasion threat? What would an alien invasion actually look like? Hollywood popularizes the idea of towering motherships descending over cities, unleashing laser beams on iconic buildings. Others imagine an infiltration, shapeshifters living among us, controlling our institutions. The conspiracists hold that both extremes might be diversions from the real scenario, a strategic infiltration, patient and methodical, with clandestine infiltration through diplomatic channels. Under this theory, certain high-level bureaucrats may be in league with alien intelligence, exchanging hush-hush cooperation for advanced technology. The ultimate endgame? Potentially a subdued assimilation of Earth without the catastrophic spectacle. Among the swirl of these theories stands a figure named Colonel Sergei Kovalenko, an alleged defector from the Soviet-era intelligence apparatus. In the 1980s, he vanished from the USSR, reappearing years later in interviews under a pseudonym. According to rumors, Head supervised a secret research station in Siberia, established to track anomalies in Earth's upper atmosphere. His claims revolve around repeated aerial anomalies in remote tundra regions, sightings of luminous craft apparently scanning the surface. The Soviet High Command, he said, suspected these were recon flights by a non-human intelligence. They formed hush-hush brigades to locate and engage if necessary. Kovalenko claimed to have seen top-secret documents referencing extraterrestrial infiltration teams with an entire scenario blueprint on how to respond if these others escalated. The colonel's account leaps further, that in the shadows of the Cold War, the Soviets and Americans might have cooperated in certain secret pacts to share intel on alien sightings, exchanging data from downed craft. Though each superpower worried about the other's nuclear arsenal, they harbored an underlying dread that the real arms race might pit earthly technology against something far more advanced. If that's true, such cooperation likely remained hush-hush even after the USSR's collapse, continuing in modern forms under new state banners. Skeptics remain unconvinced, labeling Kovalenko a charlatan. But the notion of a global conspiracy bridging Cold War rivalries for the sake of alien threat is too tantalizing to die. Dr. Elaine Franklin, a retired aerospace engineer, once recounted her time on classified research teams in the 1970s. She never directly said alien craft, but described working on propulsion prototypes gleaned from unusual design references, as if from unknown origins. She recalled overhearing phrases like, "If they come in force, we must adapt." Coupled with Kovalenko's remarks, a portrait emerges of states quietly bracing for an existential threat, masked as routine black projects. Then there's the Vault Orion rumor, a rumored subterranean complex beneath Cheyenne Mountain, or perhaps hidden in the Swiss Alps, containing an immense repository of alien data. Over the years, alternative narratives mention Project Ebony, a European effort to build covert orbital defenses disguised as telecommunication satellites, each capable of targeting advanced craft in near-Earth orbit. The puzzle is complicated by plausible deniability. Advanced lasers, railguns, or stealth drones can be explained as progressive Earth technology. Only the Watchers suspect such hardware might be pointed not at terrestrial foes, but at potential invaders from beyond. In the 1990s, spurred by political openness, the UFO mania soared. People demanded disclosure. Some governments did release minor documents acknowledging unidentified aerial phenomena, yet never conceding anything definitive about alien visitors or invasion scenarios. Those documents fueled more speculation. "They're giving us breadcrumbs, but not the main course," claimed one well-known conspiracy host. He insisted that behind each sanitized release lurked a secret overshadowing them all, a carefully orchestrated plan for handling the first wave of an alien infiltration. Fast forward to the 21st century. Sophisticated cameras and global connectivity mean sightings can go viral instantly. The old cloak of secrecy starts to fray at the edges. Strange flares in the sky get posted online, each wave of speculation reigniting. Meanwhile, certain undisclosed agencies, rumor has it, double down on repressive tactics, black helicopters, intimidation visits from men in black, data wiped from servers. While the mainstream shrugs these off as conspiracy cliches, believers interpret them as evidence that the alien infiltration scenario draws near, forcing powers to maintain the smokescreen at all costs. Enter technology entrepreneur Marisol Kane, known for her fringe activism. She claims to have glimpsed a packed memorandum while touring a secure facility for a philanthropic event. That single page, she says, indicated an arrangement with an unknown entity titled Coordinator from the Outer Sphere. According to her recollection, it included references to systematic subversion prevention and resource exchange. She was hushed out of the building. Searching for clarity, she ended up ridiculed by the press. Yet the devout conspiracy crowd latched onto her story as further proof that, at some high level, a silent partnership or standoff was being managed with non-human intelligence. Of course, the skeptic's question is always, where's the concrete proof? The official line is that all these are fantasies, misconstrued or fabricated. Even so, the repeated patterns, strange craft, advanced projects, leaked documents paint a scenario too consistent to ignore. They revolve around the idea that a hidden conflict simmers, the knowledge that an alien force might someday appear openly, and Earth's clandestine guardians are braced to confront it using technology gleaned from partial alliances or recovered wreckage. But how does one orchestrate a global readiness for invasion without the masses panicking? Perhaps that's exactly why secrecy persists. The logic is that the world's population, if informed, might descend into chaos, ignoring more immediate socio-economic problems. Or perhaps, cynically, the real goal is for certain elite circles to maintain advantage, harnessing alien technology for power. Still, watchers note certain anomalies in official space programs, unusual missions that deploy satellites with cryptic missions, rocket payloads that remain undisclosed, or technologies tested under the label of deep space observation. Are these truly to watch cosmic phenomena or to track inbound craft? Some within NASA and analogous agencies worldwide suspect a quiet network shares data on any unidentified approach to Earth's orbit, ready to scramble advanced interceptors at the first sign of danger. No official statements confirm it, but anomalies in launch schedules hint that something beyond routine Earth observation might be going on. Another puzzle is the repeated shuttering of large radio telescopes at critical times. Conspiracy theorists claim these telescopes occasionally pick up signals from beyond intelligent transmissions. In certain instances, a facility is temporarily closed for security or maintenance reasons. Officially, it's to handle mundane issues. Unofficially, rumor suggests higher-ups intercept the data, shutting out the public from hearing the evidence. Why, if not to hide cosmic communications that might hint at an incoming threat or ongoing infiltration? Then we have the scenario planning. Allegedly, a variety of war game simulations at the highest level revolve around foreign threat from unknown origin. Entire branches of specialized units train in remote bases, perfecting containment and engagement strategies for non-terrestrial adversaries. Officially, these are counterterrorism exercises, but the presence of advanced electromagnetic pulse tests and rumored anti-gravity tech suggests a bigger picture. Some mention a secret code name, Protocol Skyline, a set of instructions to be enacted if certain triggers are detected, like unusual mass sightings or clear indicators of hostile alien presence. Under Skyline, global powers would unify, imposing a strict lockdown on information while launching advanced craft and space-based weapon systems. Of course, none of this is confirmed, so the puzzle remains. Are we dealing with paranoid fantasies, or are real clandestine state projects preparing for an alien invasion that might already be underway in small steps? Those in the conspiracy realm lean heavily on the latter conclusion. They highlight how official denial has never addressed the consistent patterns, the hush around advanced materials, the swirl of repressed whistleblowers, the occasional spurt of bizarre technological leaps. They also point to how media sometimes seeds pop culture with alien invasion themes, normalizing the concept, so if reality emerges, society reacts with less panic. Opponents argue simpler explanations: human creativity, mix-ups, the thirst for drama. They say advanced black projects revolve around mundane strategic threats or cutting-edge stealth planes, not aliens. They note that the alleged infiltration is intangible. No confirmed alien bodies walk among us, no conclusive footage. They say that lack of proof is also a hallmark of a well-propped legend. The conspiracists retort that a sophisticated cover-up ensures no proof leaks in full daylight. Meanwhile, the public vacillates between mild curiosity and jaded cynicism. Over the years, high-profile UFO sightings in Phoenix, Stephenville, or somewhere in the Russian tundra prompt media flurries, then fade into the next news cycle. The fervent believers scavenge each event for evidence of looming invasion, while the majority shrugs, unconvinced. And so the cycle endures, with each new leak or whistleblower overshadowed by official disclaimers. Yet on certain moonless nights, in distant corners of the world, watchers stand under the sky. They claim to see unnatural formations overhead, lights that maneuver in ways no human craft can replicate. They sense we're being scanned, that the unknown is sizing us up. Some nights after these sightings, unmarked helicopters or official SUVs appear on local roads, their occupants collecting data or removing it from public hands. The watchers interpret this as confirmation that the infiltration or the near-future invasion is still an active scenario in hush-hush circles. In the broader sense, the conspiracists lay out multiple sub-scenarios: covert collaboration, a hidden alliance between elite government factions and alien visitors exchanging technology for resources or experiment rights. The invasion might be more of a stealth assimilation with complicit officials. Imminent war. Plans revolve around building defenses, space-based weaponry, advanced stealth fighters to repel a large-scale alien arrival. The secrecy ensures no meltdown of public order. Scientific quarantine. Earth is part of a cosmic preserve, with certain aliens passively monitoring. State projects aim to keep up appearances in case the Watchers decide to turn aggressive, or if Earth needs to prove itself not worth conquering. Partial infiltration. The notion that aliens already roam among us, genetically or in disguised forms, working to shift humanity's path. Governments sense it, but can't fully uproot it, so they maintain defensive watch. Regardless of which path is correct, if any, the conspiracist stance remains. Powerful individuals know more than they admit. The alien question is not hypothetical. It's a quiet, slow-motion crisis that overshadowed decades of politics. Documents languish in deep vaults, containing evidence that humankind isn't alone, that our cosmic neighbors might harbor designs on our little blue planet. As for the final act, the big question is whether an overt invasion day will dawn. Some argue that if the visitors have bided their time, it's because they prefer infiltration or need more data. Others say the Watchers behind closed doors have repeatedly forestalled any overt strike, brandishing threaten mutual destruction if a full-scale confrontation arises. This strays close to the theme that Earth's nuclear arsenal might also deter cosmic aggressors. But perhaps that's wishful thinking. In sum, the scenario of an alien invasion hidden behind clandestine state projects remains an ever-shifting tapestry of sightings, hushed operations, alleged insider testimonies, and heavily redacted documents. From Roswell's dusty saga to rumored Protocol Skyline, the tapestry portrays a world where, behind official stoicism, governments scramble to decipher alien intentions, readying for a war that might never come or might arrive at any moment, with the silent flicker of craft descending from the night sky. Whether the conspiracy is genuine or an elaborate myth, it captures a collective fear that we're smaller and more vulnerable than we dare admit, and that those in power might hide the truth in hopes of preserving a fragile status quo. Until, or if, genuine disclosure arrives, we're left with shadows and speculation. The watchers among us keep scanning the stars, reading every leaked page, searching for the next slip that might confirm our place in a cosmic drama. Are we safe under the protective cloak of clandestine technology? Are we unwitting pawns in an infiltration that has long begun? Or is it all a grand illusion, one more cosmic puzzle enthralling our imaginations? One day, perhaps, we'll find out. But for now, the story weaves on, alien invasion scenarios blossoming in hushed corners of the internet, fervent investigators unearthing hidden leads, governments quietly disclaiming them all. The questions linger like an echo in our cosmic neighborhood. Are we alone, or are we just too fearful to face the evidence that we're not? And in the secret corridors of state projects, do they hold the answers, locked behind steel vaults and non-disclosure pacts, preparing in the dark for a day that might alter the entire destiny of humankind?